Back in his hometown region, within Luo Feng's small universe, Su Din, Luo Ping, Luo Hai, and others, including his father Luo Hongwo, mother Gong Dinlan, younger brother Luo Chue, and Luo Feng's personally cultivated child Zima, were transported there. Luo Feng, why did you summon everyone over? Su Din was somewhat surprised as everyone present possessed immortal lives, making it rare for them all to gather together. Dad must have something important. Luo Hai looked at his father, full of anticipation. The silver-haired youth Zemo stood by the side. Being the only true god among the Yohai lineage cultivated by Luo Feng, he was filled with endless admiration for Father God. There is indeed something important. Luo Feng looked at his dearest family members. I am about to break through, and my small universe will expand massively once again. This will also be the last expansion of my small universe. You can go outside the universe and watch the entire process closely. According to Luo Feng's understanding, a small universe at the godly king level was already its final form. In weaker times, each level of transformation had to be accompanied by transformations in the small universe before the godly body could transform. If the small universe perished, strength could not break through. Of course, in the primal chaos realm, if one's spiritual will was strong enough, one could start a new life with the reincarnation secret technique. Once one became a godly king, growth thereafter would no longer be constrained by the small universe. Even if the small universe perished, a godly king with a high enough realm could still reach beyond the ultimate realm of God King. That's because the ultimate realm of God King had already mastered a complete origin Great Tao. To comprehend deeper levels beyond was already outside the range of supreme rules, and one must grope alone in the darkness. Dad, your small universe is already 1 trillion light years in diameter. It's going to get even bigger. Luo Ping was also quite shocked. Just watch and you'll know soon enough. Luo Feng smiled. All right, Zemo, you escort everyone out. Yes, Father God, Zemo responded. Soon, Zemo piloted a flying boat secret treasure, taking everyone to a far area outside the small universe. Last time, it took Luo Feng 5 years for his small universe to grow from 100 billion light years to 1 trillion light years in diameter. Luo Hongwo said as he observed the massive small universe from afar through the flying boat. I wonder how big it will get this time. It's always tenfold each time. Could it really reach 10 trillion light years in diameter this time? Luo Hai couldn't help but say. The diameter of the primordial cosmos itself is 10 trillion light years. Could Dad's small universe become as large as the primordial cosmos? Luo Ping couldn't believe it. In the eyes of all the creatures in the surrounding regions, the primordial cosmos is very unique. It is vast and is the cradle of countless races. All creatures think that a small universe is fundamentally inferior to the primordial cosmos. It's expanding. Su Din looked outside the flying boat. The already massive small universe suddenly brightened up. Infinite energy, as if descending from nothingness, continuously flowed into Luo Feng's small universe, rapidly growing it. 1 trillion light years, 1.5 trillion light years, 2 trillion light years. With its size increasing dramatically, the growth rate began to slow down. The influx of energy did not slow down, but the more it grew later, the more energy it required. The growth rate of the small universe left Luo Feng's family aboard the flying boat in awe. How can it grow so fast this time? It's much faster than last time. Su Din, Luo Hai, and others were very shocked. As it grew too quickly, when Luo Feng's small universe reached 3 trillion light years in diameter, other cultivators from the surrounding areas arrived, including human race true gods and primal chaos overlords, as well as mighty ones from other races. The mighty ones from various races were shocked as they looked on. The primordial cosmos has a diameter of 10 trillion light years. Luo Feng's small universe now measured 3 trillion light years and was still growing. Visually, it was increasingly nearing the primordial cosmos. How can Luo Feng's small universe be so large? The primal chaos city lord was immensely shocked, especially when the small universes of typical true gods were merely 100 million light years in diameter. Luo Feng's small universe had grown unbelievably large. The difference was countless times. Just 3 months. Under the gaze of various mighty ones, in just 3 months Earth time, and with mind-boggling energy influx, Luo Feng's small universe grew to its limit. Regardless of whether it was other races or the human race, everyone watched in disbelief. Even though they were witnessing it all happen before their eyes, it was still overwhelmingly shocking. 10 trillion light-years in diameter, the same size as the primordial cosmos. A cultivator's small universe can reach this step, the various cultivators thought. Meanwhile, the divine power incarnation of the primordial ancestor was also watching alone. This, hailing from the land of origin and having achieved the primal chaos realm and becoming a guest elder of the flame-wined ancient country, the primordial ancestor had seen much, making him find this all the more incredible. I've always known that Luo Feng's small universe was absurdly large among its peers, but I never expected that at the godly king level, it would reach a scale unprecedented in the entire land of origin, the primordial ancestor observed. Even the small universes of godly kings, despite becoming stronger and diligently repairing their cosmic frameworks, could never reach this level due to flaws in their foundational nature present at birth. Only those with a foundation of a perfect life form could possess a perfection-level godly king's small universe. Luo Feng's foundation is too profound, the primordial ancestor thought to himself. I believe Luo Feng's future will render him a prominent figure throughout the entire land of origin, perhaps even deciding the fates of countless creatures. The primordial ancestor, who journeyed through the cycles of reincarnation with Luo Feng, could distinctly feel Luo Feng's rapid growth. He had Luo Feng's help, inheritance, and resources, but Luo Feng had been struggling alone, growing even faster than the primordial ancestor himself. Even in his hometown, he was invincibly sweeping across dangers and resolving the catastrophe of the sector beast. In the land of origin, he became a godly king in no time. I am witnessing the birth of a miracle, the primordial ancestor was astounded. This time, as soon as Luo Feng's small universe broke through, boundless energy from a mysterious land came pouring in, leading to such rapid growth. Boom! As energy descended from the mysterious land, it also connected this place with Luo Feng's consciousness. The moment their consciousnesses connected, Luo Feng grasped much information. This infusion of infinite energy was the first and last of its kind. Luo Feng's small universe had reached the same level as the primordial cosmos, which was the maximum level allowed by the entire source world. Moreover, afterward, Luo Feng's small universe, like the primordial cosmos, had an upper limit to the energy it could hold. This was also why most areas of the primordial cosmos were void and dark, because the energy was limited and, as the creatures proliferated and their cultivation grew stronger, the needed energy would gradually exceed the carrying limit, even causing the void areas of darkness within the primordial cosmos to expand and ultimately self-destruct. From now on, I can control the population within my small universe, Luo Feng thought. This is the difference between having an owner and being ownerless. With an owner, it can be perfectly maintained, even perpetually sustained. Ownerless, without the ability to restrain countless creatures, it can only undergo great destruction and start anew. A small universe is also a kind of grace bestowed upon countless cultivators. It allows cultivators to better understand the rules of the universe's operation. It allows cultivators to absorb energy thousands to millions of times faster, thus sustaining a massive godly body. In the land of origin, cultivators generally have larger godly bodies than those from other source worlds, precisely because of the existence of small universes. Luo Feng could sense this information. The supreme rules are compassionate, protective, and hopeful for the creatures to grow into a towering tree that can even nourish the source world in return. Every source world has different rules, but all are protective of all life. Are our godly bodies generally much larger because of the small universes? Luo Feng understood. Indeed, if he let his body absorb the energy of heaven and earth directly, it would be much slower than through the small universe. If the godly body were destroyed, rebuilding it might take tens of thousands of eras, perhaps not even enough time. But with a small universe, it could be restored within one era. So, a small universe is really a kind of grace. Luo Feng's consciousness connected with the mysterious land, gaining more understanding and glimpsing this area. Here, there are 9 great origin Tao paths: time, space, life, destruction, infinite, matter, extreme point, world, causality. Each origin great Tao has many aspects. Different observation methods yield different results. This is the first time I have seen the complete great Tao of destruction origin. Luo Feng watched the paths of life and destruction the most clearly, as he was most familiar with them, and his attention immediately focused on the Great Tao of Destruction Origin. The Great Tao of Destruction Origin, at first glance, resembled a terrifying dark red monster, its gaping maw as if ready to devour everything. Upon closer inspection, it also depicted the true form of a sector beast, holy and beautiful, devoid of any destructive atmosphere. In a trance, it seemed like a giant black eye, making Luo Feng's heart tremble. Having a deep understanding of the 6 branches of the Great Tao of Destruction Origin and reaching a bottleneck enabled Luo Feng to see many aspects of the entire Great Tao of Destruction Origin, deepening his understanding significantly. For a long time, he only contemplated the Great Tao of Destruction Origin as shown by Morosa. For the first time, he contemplated it completely. Naturally, Luo Feng gained a lot. I feel that if I focus on contemplating the 6 branches of the Great Tao of Destruction Origin, it won't take long before I comprehend it. Luo Feng suddenly had this intuition, the first time he felt this way about the Great Tao of Destruction Origin. No rush. According to the guidance of my predecessors, I will contemplate high realm secret techniques in a low realm as the main practice, constantly increasing my accumulation until a natural breakthrough occurs. Luo Feng, now a godly king, was even less hurried. Each step must be more solid. The more solid, the further you go. After all, the supreme rules could not bestow any more upon me. Luo Feng understood this point. Becoming a godly king this time, the infusion of infinite energy, and letting his spirit touch the supreme rules were the last graces bestowed upon him. Afterward, it was all up to Luo Feng to fight on his own. Luo Feng could also feel the innate expectation of the supreme rules. It was hoping that this outstanding child would grow up sufficiently outstanding to, at some point, protect it in return. Are there crises even for the supreme rules in this world? Luo Feng faintly sensed. Luo Feng felt that his time merging with the supreme rules was running short and stopped contemplating the complete Great Tao of Destruction Origin, beginning to observe the others. 9 Origin Great Taos, Luo Feng saw. These 9 Origin Great Taos do not merge with each other. They only affect each other, combining and operating together, ultimately forming the complete supreme rules of the land of origin, determining all. The ways creatures are conceived, the methods of cultivation, time, space, and other aspects are all decided by the supreme rules. This, Luo Feng's consciousness tried to observe a broader scope. He saw the entire land of origin. He saw further across the 4 corners of the universe ocean. The reach of the universe ocean was billions of times larger than the land of origin, but the energy was thinner, more void. At the very edges of the universe ocean, different spacetime layers held 3,000 primordial cosmoses. Luo Feng also saw his own hometown's primordial cosmos, next to which was another universe of comparable size, which was his own small universe, a broader scope. Luo Feng's consciousness continued to seek a larger scope. His perception clearly sensed the entire source world, the vast source world, like a supergiant egg. The core of the egg was the land of origin, surrounded by the endless universe ocean. The 3,000 primordial cosmoses were merely floating specks of light. Beyond the source world, beyond this supergiant egg was a dark void, which Luo Feng could no longer see clearly. So, following that, Luo Feng's consciousness was completely expelled from this mysterious place. This opportunity to merge his spirit with the supreme rules was also, under the allowance of the supreme rules, the only opportunity Luo Feng would have in his lifetime.